So my story is that I went down the typical, three pathways as an Asian guy. So my parents, you can either be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. I went down the engineer route. So, went to school, went to uni. I did my 7 years in software engineering, which was took about 7 years to finish it. And when I finished that, I graduated, and I thought that I want to be a computer programmer, right? So I got my first job as a computer developer. I think I was just designing websites or something, and this went on for years, and I was just like coding. So if you're a developer like me, PHP, MySQL, AWS, WordPress, all those type of things. I know how to do it. Front end, back end, mobile apps. I can do it all, right? But then, one thing I learned about that was that as a developer, yes, you're making over six figures. You can make about 100K to 150K, even up to 180K. And all you do really is just sit there, you code, and that's it. That's all you do. And that's the cool thing about development or computer programming, is that you can sit there, put on your headphones, listen to awesome music, and just code all day long. You don't have to talk to people, you don't have to sell to anyone, you don't have to deal with anyone's crap. The managers and salespeople, they're all walking around, they're doing their thing, right? Or you're sitting there, all you're doing is writing code. That's all you're doing, and just using your brain to solve a problem. And this went on for years, and what's really attractive about computer development is that you get to create things. It's really cool. You create things, create websites, you create software. It's really cool to see that in fruition, and it's really good, right? I really like it, and I love creating things. I love building it and just seeing it go out there. However, the thing that really made me think about my career choices and whether this is right for me was that I did this personality test, right? And this personality test, I think it was a 16 personality profile, and I did it, and my personality does not suit computer programming. It suits towards people. So I should be in front of people, I should be hanging around people, I should do people things, right? So that really made me think, and then I looked up the careers you should avoid as your personality type. I'm an ENFJ, by the way, and as ENFJ types, they should avoid careers such as accounting, computer programming, doing tax, like those type of roles where it's very logic driven, very it's very cold numbers, there's no people involved. It said that you should avoid those type of things, and I'm actually doing it. So anyway, but I was good. I can still code. I know how to build software. I can do it. There was no dramas there. I wasn't fired in the first day or anything like that. I stayed there for years, right? So I knew how to code. But there was something there. So that was really when I started thinking, hang on, maybe there is something else out there, because there's a book called Strengths Finder, and it talks about find out what your strengths are and keep utilizing those strengths. So you need to keep utilizing your strengths. Don't try and improve your weaknesses, just improve your strengths. So I was thinking maybe my strengths is with people. And then it said roles that you can apply for or you can work in that you'll really accelerate: sales manager, sales representative, public speaker, a writer, a communicator, a public relations expert, whatever it is. It's really strange. I hate human resources. And then I thought to myself, okay, interesting. And then I started looking around, and I was thinking, okay, I can either continue doing what I'm doing now, or I can really try and see if this thing works out. Because I do like sales. I mean, look at my library. It's full of sales books, but there's no book on programming. There's none in there. I get all my programming knowledge through trial and error and go on YouTube and so forth. But you never catch me sitting there reading a programming book after hours. I just don't do that. I read it up on sales. And then that was another clue that I should really get out of computer programming and get into sales. So then I thought, okay, it was really scary. I was thinking, how can I transition over from computer programming over to sales? What can I do? I can't go straight from developer to sales, because they're going to look at my resume and think, okay, this guy's got a lot of coding experience. Where's the sales experience? And then I saw there was a job called sales engineer. So what a sales engineer does is that this person is good at development, is good at IT, and can also liaise with the clients and also talk to the salespeople. So that this person is like the bridge. And I thought, okay, maybe this is it. This is the bridge that will transition me from computer programming over to sales. But I need to become a sales engineer first. So yeah, like And then I didn't really take too much action because the reason is because I was just too scared. Because as a developer, that's the only thing I know. I know how to develop, but sales engineer. What is a sales engineer? What is sales, right? So what I did was I was leaning on the fence back and forth until finally I just realized that you know what, like, I'm wasting my time. Like throughout the whole day I'm writing code and everything, and the day just goes by real fast. It just goes by real fast. And then when I finish the day, I don't talk to anyone, don't do anything. And then I realize if I continue on this path, yes, I'll be making over 6 figures, but if I continue on this path, then I'll always be a creative developer, and I'll always be wondering what would it be like if I would be a sales guy. What would it be like, you know? Yeah, fine, I'm making the 6 figures, but a sales guy, I don't know what, you know, I always wondered what that would be like. And one thing that also kept me in that development field was that salespeople, they make about 75k per base, so they make about 75,000 base, and then they get commissions. But I was making about 130k, 150k as a developer. And I was thinking, you know, I'm gonna cut my salary and jump over as a sales SDR, and then at 75k, you know, it's gonna affect my lifestyle, all that type of stuff. So that's what held me back once again. Until finally, I was in this job, and I was rebuilding the website. So I was rebuilding the website, and then I just got, like, you know, I was applying for sales roles, and then I was getting phone calls. I was actually getting phone calls, and then I realized, you know what, I'm just going to take the plunge. I'm going to jump over. I'm going to just do it. And I was really scared. What if I can't sell? What if I don't make any money? What if I get fired? All these type of things. And this went on for months. And then I realized, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do it. Okay. If I stuff it up, I'll go back to development in 3 to 6 months, whatever it is, and then I'll reassess my decision. Okay. So I'm just going to make the leap. And then this opportunity came up. It was a BDM position, so they needed someone to sell to the client, to generate the leads, and also close deals. I'm a developer, you know. What do I know about this type of stuff? And so yeah, you know. But before that, obviously, I got a role as a sales engineer, and then you know, that's when I started building a bit of experience. But anyway, the true sales position I got was a business development position, and that's what I did. So I took a leap of faith, and I said, look, you know, my logic was that if it doesn't work out, I'm always going to jump back, go to back to development, and then reassess my decision. And 6 months is nothing in my life. 6 months, it just goes by real quick. But however, if this does work, if I can sell at this new company, and I can make money, and I can hold on to my job, that proves that I have what it takes to become a sales guy. You know, I don't have to have money just from development. I can get money from sales. And as you all know, as I always keep talking about, sales is the number one skill. I always know that if I know how to sell, then I can always generate income at will. I can always pick up the phone, call someone, and make some money. But with development, it's a lot of learning. It's very complicated. You got to keep you up to date with all the latest technology, and it's really hard. It's really hard. And new technology comes along, and then you're obsolete. You got to learn all this stuff again. And what you know now is not going to be relevant in 10 years. But if I get really good at sales, learn how to generate leads, learn how to close deals, that skill is going to stay consistent for the next 10 years. So, and I know that with that skill alone, if I nurture it, and if I grow it, if I become a master, then I can just do whatever I want. I can just, you know, pick up the phone, call people, make money anywhere, anytime. So that's what I did. Jumped in, you know, got really good. The first 6 months of working that job, I made 1 million for the company. Brought in 1 million, and the rest is history. And then yeah, that was it. And then that's how I transitioned over to sales. Was I found a bridge. First of all, I found the bridge, which was a sales engineer. So the sales engineer is someone who goes talks to the client from a technical perspective, and it's like consulting, right? So if you want to do the same, you need to find that bridge. You need to get some skills up in terms of sales. So when you go for that full-on sales job, they'll ask you, what sales skills do you have? Oh, I was a sales engineer. Oh, what's a sales engineer? Sales engineer, I sell technology. I sell software to the clients, and they have they might have technical questions, and I answer them straight away. And it's really handy because I don't need to talk to anyone. I can talk to them straight away. But as a salesperson, they need to talk to someone technical to close the deal. And they think, oh wow, you know. So I did that for a few years. So make sure if you want to transition over, make it easier on yourself. Transition over to a bridge type of role, such as sales engineer, a technical expert, or even a solution consultant. They're always in front of clients. So you want to use your IT skills, but use it in a way where you talk to clients. When you do that, when you get enough skills up on your belt, then you want to look for those positions where you can transition into a full-on salesperson. So a person is actually doing the cold calling, generating the leads, booking the appointments, and closing the deals. That's ultimately what you want to get in, and you want to get into those roles that it gives you commission. So if you get a commission, you get paid on your performance. So I'm not, like, as a developer, I used to just rock up to work and just code, and I just get paid whatever amount, and that's it. There's no increase in my income. I might get an increase, like 2% increase every year, whatever it is. But with a sales position, I get paid on performance. So if I close a deal, I get paid. If I close another deal, I get paid. So there's no restriction on my income. All I do is just keep sell. So that's what I do. And then yeah, that's what you really want to do. Is you want to start from your development position, find a bridge, find a role that is a bridge into sales, and it may take a few years, and then finally get into sales. And probably the number one thing that I learned is fear. Fear is huge in this thing, because I get it. You're a developer. You've been coding for so long. You're very comfortable. It's a warm blanket. And when you transition over to sales, it's like a complete 180. There's so much stuff going in your head. You're thinking, what if I fail? I can't talk. I get nervous in front of it. I get it. I 100% get it. But the thing is, what really pushed me to go forward was just fear. Like, I can spend the rest of my life sitting there just coding, just wasting my life away. Yeah, fine, I'm making 6 figures, but I'm wasting my life. I'm not doing anything. And plus, as you're a developer, if you're in software engineering, all you're doing is just coding, you're going to build a lot of friends who are in coding. You're going to be known as the coder guy. You're going to be known as a person who's an IT guy, and that's always going to be your image. And people will keep bringing you opportunities in IT, and you'll never branch over to sales. And this will keep going on and on. But if you transition over to sales and you become a sales guy, then more people will bring you more opportunities in sales. People talk to you about sales, you'll network with salespeople, and you'll just, you'll become that salesperson. So that's what you need to really make a decision, what you want to do. Do you want to be spending the rest of your life just making money, paying the bills, and just coding, and then just watch the sun go up, sun go down? Or do you want to jump over to sales? You can make as much money as you want, and you get to drive around, meet interesting people. The thing about sales is it's very interesting. It's not one day is the same. It's so different. I always remember the times when I closed my first deal. It was like worth 200K. And then when I closed my first deal, I felt like a Superman. I felt so good. And then when I closed, I'll remember I was just looking at the contract, it was signed. And then I looked to my left, and I saw one of the developers. He was just sitting there just coding along. And I was thinking, there's no victory there. It's just, I just closed a 200K deal. I'm going to get commissions on this one. And then there's another coder guy sitting on the corner, just start coding. That's it. Not talking to anyone, doing anything. And then it made me think, yeah, I'm in the right role. This is the role for me. I love sales. So that's my story on transitioning from software development to sales. I get a lot of questions on this, but I gave you everything. That's what I did, and that's what you can do as well. Look, if I know fear is going to be there, just give it 6 months. Give it 6 months. Just stop everything what you're doing, jump over, get into any sales role you can. Give it 6 months, and if it doesn't work out, you can always go back and do your development, and then just restructure, replan, re-strategize, and do whatever you need to do. So yeah, hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.